Hey everyone, this is Black Binder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Last time we left off, we were sailing around. We killed an ancient Lich battle mage, which took us a while, and then we just kind of sailed around looking at stuff. This time, I think we're actually going to go to Motare or Kozi. We still have a lot more places in the sea we can search, but I want to hop in here and see what happens. This Flesh Mender, we must have missed this. It's superb, +3 armor rating. It's 11 armor at 20% recovery time. That's pretty good. +3 armor rating, armor lost when hit, but it regenerates. So is that the +3? Yeah, regrowing. Okay, so really it's going to be 8 for most of the time if you're getting hit on the regular. And then mending, +5 health restored per 12 seconds. That's actually pretty good. I want to look at what enchantments that can give us in a second. Weather Mage Grimoire? Huh. Where did we get all these items? Alright, Boiled Leather. 5% of incoming hits converted to grazes, or +1 weapon sets. And then Hardened Buckskin is -10% crit damage taken, or +1 quick item slots. That's kind of neat. Looks like you can get extra items. That would be useful for a gun chanter or something, somebody who switched weapons instead of reloading. What were we doing? I can't remember. Do we have any boots? I'm not wearing any boots. We might as well put some on. Especially considering it seems like our items stack now. Yeah. That's so crazy. I did not know that they stacked. What kind of belt is this? Immune to push and pull effects. That will be nice, and no one can pull us. We missing anything else? No, let's look at everybody, see if anyone's missing any items. Boots. You got any boots? We'll give you the Beast of Winter boots. They don't look like anything, but that's okay. Or do we want boots of speed? No. Alright, you can have the boots of speed. And you need a ring. So let's give you the Ring of Minor Protection. Yeah, that works. Alright, hold on just a second. So we are going to Motare Landing. Now, we do have at least one quest here, I believe. You disembark on a calm beach. A thick tree line ahead separates you from the deeper jungle. You see evidence that another landing party arrived here before. Booted tracks lead off into the jungle, though it doesn't look as if any returned this way. Let's peer at the tree line. Between the trees, you catch a glimpse of shadows that shouldn't be there. You're not alone. Show your empty hands. I know you're out there. Let's talk about this. Several Huana warriors, decorated with the face paint of the Wahiki, calmly emerge from the tree line. The Wahiki are the ones we saved in Crookspur Bay, or Crookspur Fort. A tall warrior separates out from the fold and pauses, giving you a severe look before approaching. Is it the girl? There was a girl that was in charge, and she was a big Huana Wahiki warrior. Nope, she had hair. These guys don't have hair. Greetings.
I do not care which island you call home. This one belongs to the Wahaki.
Wahaki.
You cannot have business on Motare or Kozi. Leave before I feed your bones to the jungle.
I come for knowledge. We take nothing but memories.
This is no library, Outlander. Death herself has touched this jungle.
Something about your words causes his temper to even out.
It seems you intend on letting the island do our work for us.
He lowers his spear in size, gesturing for the others to do the same.
I thought my message to the Huana Prince was clear. He needs reminding that to trespass on the jungle ruin is a death sentence.
I'm looking for a lost expedition and knowledge of the island Ukaizo. He shares a guarded look with the other warriors. Something private, buried under layers of exchanged looks and understanding, passes between them.
You will find only bones and ruin, blighted with decay, and worse. The deeper jungle is fouled. Nature is wrong here, and your very presence makes her drool with hunger.
Her? Mbata holds his silence, but his stare is full of warning. Why do you assume the prince sent me?
Explorers from Nekataka landed here. You must know by now, they did not return. It is no wonder the prince sent a second group to find the first. He cares more about riches and plunder than the lives of his servants.
You were the one who sent the prince that bloodied cloth, weren't you?
Akira, The island is closed to outsiders. All who set foot here are doomed to perish. The prince sent explorers into the maw of this island. Their drained corpses and bloodied clothes were all they left behind. If Aruihi intends on repeating his mistakes, I am thinking he will not stand for long against the foreigners. To the depths with him, then.
Mbata spits on the
Prince
sand.
of Neketaka should put the wishes of his people over his ambition.
I agree. What is so dangerous about Motare or Kozi?
We do not venture into the deeper jungle, but we know it for what it is. A place where nature has gone mad.
He lets the silence drag on until the point has its deserving emphasis.
It is not for me to explain the tales of our people, but I warn you to keep your distance. Motare Kozi has claimed more lives than you would guess.
Let's have it. How many?
Imagine a number. It is more, I say. This island soured in an age when tribes were vulnerable and separated from their kin. It grew teeth where none had sprouted before. Imagine the feast laid out for an opportunistic glutton.
Why do the Wahaki protect this island?
You did not come here to learn our history, and I do not share our secrets with outsider filth.
That's not very nice. He sucks a bead of moisture from his upper lip, holding his unblinking attention on you. So can I leave now?
You have done nothing to earn the trust of the
Yes, I
Wahaki.
have.
I cannot look into the eyes of my chieftain and explain to her why I let you go into the jungle.
His eyes narrow, his grip on his weapon tightening.
Better for us both if I killed you now. We
Well,
will give your body to the sea with all the rights that a worthy foe deserves. An outsider can expect no greater honor.
Mbata nods to himself as he comes to terms with this simple inevitability. Hawana good 3. The work I've done for the Hawana, this means nothing? Mbeta purses his lips and studies you, giving away nothing of his thoughts.
When an outsider visits Neketaka and proves helpful, this is rare enough that it should not be punished. We will be watching you, outsider. Though we will not interfere if the jungle attempts to close its jaws around you.
I think I'll
Cause
be
no
okay.
trouble in the ruins of Motare Kozi.
He nods to the other warriors to stand down. Well, good. I'm glad you came to your senses. I would have killed you all anyway. Maybe. We haven't been so lucky recently. With our fights, they've all proved pretty difficult. Although, we have persevered through them all. Let's go to the burial site. That'll make him happy. Let's rummage through his dead ancestors. Blight heart, what is that? It doesn't even say what it is. It binds with a chanter, ranger, and wizard, so it must be like a wand. It's veil piercing. No, wait. It's a gun. I guess it does look like a gun. Living wood, 20% chance to cast corrode, damage, cone, AoE from self, and hobble target on attack. Oh, it's an arquebus. Oh, it is. Okay. So you know what? We'll find hatchet. Let's bind it to myself then. Well, that would be stupid because it's going to be very hard to beat this this one's double barrel. Screw it. Let's give it a try. Apply 30 dexterity afflictions, so that should be easy because I can hobble and blind people just through my attacks. Not necessarily, I don't even need to use the weapon. Wonder where those people live, if not in Motare Kozo. Or is this their city? I don't know. No, it's the ruins. Alright, is everybody in their right position? Yes. What is that? Slog zone. Cannot run. Baltia. Oh, there's one of them.
Help! Please! Complanka! Help me!
Thorn-covered vines encircle this Valian woman, constricting around her in a deadly embrace. Her speech gets cut short as one of the vines about her midsection tightens its hold, nearly forcing the breath from her lungs. Gritting her teeth, she braces against the vines and fights to steal back some breathing room.
Stinking weed!
She regards you with tired, bloodshot eyes. What happened to you?
Director Castle sent us. We were shadowing a Juana expedition, trying to figure out what they were after.
Her gaze wanders toward the outer limits of the visible ruin.
Corpses, all of them. But we couldn't turn our backs on the mission, so we went deeper into the jungle.
What did you find?
North of here, there is a golden disc, big, heavy thing. One of my mates took a piece of it. Everything went wrong after that. Something took us while we rested. Oh gods. I woke up and there was a flower growing out of my Casita's mouth. I started pulling weeds out from between his teeth.
I believe that is Captain Casita. Yep, Captain.
Then I got hit from behind and woke up here.
How has this place already claimed 2 expeditions?
There is something guiding the creatures here. A woman, I think. She gets under your skin.
Baltia raises a shaking hand to her temple.
I only caught a glimpse of her in passing. Huge. And her daughters are none too fond of outsiders.
You mentioned something about a golden disc?
We didn't learn much. It was already missing a piece by the time we got here. The most I saw were a bunch of Juana's scribblings. I wager it was what the other expedition came to find. Not that their luck was any better than ours.
Let's see if we can do something about those vines.
Thank you. Only I don't know how we're going to manage it.
If I pulled the larger vines away, could you squirm out of there?
Maybe. This vine is squeezing me hard enough to make a chore of it. But I am needing all the help I can get.
We don't have enough alchemy to do the other one, so we'll have to pull at the vines. Pull at the vines with your hands.
Madiko! The damn thing is getting tighter.
Baltia winces and grits her teeth with determination.
I hope that you have a strong grip, Frero, or this could end poorly for me.
Stronger than you might guess, Sarah. Let's do this. You brace yourself and grab hold of the thickest vine, careful to avoid the worst of the thorns. Your grip on the vine remains steadfast because we have 16 strength. We can do this. As you tear and wrench away at it, something in the limb of the plant flexes like a muscle of its own. Bitch, I got big muscles. This is happening. In time, it relents, relaxing its hold on the Valian explorer. Not me, but my Juana dude. Suddenly, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your head.
Fiend, remove yourself from our domain.
The disembodied voice batters your mind like a hailstone before swiftly departing. Is that, oh gosh, Carrie Fisher?
I think that
Sounded like Carrie Fisher.
Agrasima.
She struggles to her feet with a pained groan, massaging aches all over her body.
Our ship landed on the other side of the island, but I am the last of the crew, and I cannot sail her alone.
You can come with me if you want.
May I join your voyage? I do not care where we make port, as long as it is far from here.
Welcome to the crew. I'll see you on the ship.
Ak Casita. I will see you on board.
Snapping to a sharp salute, Baltia manages a pained but genuine grin.
If I was mad enough to tarry a moment longer, I would walk with a quiet step.
Why's that?
The Pugra who guard this jungle get edgy whenever anyone steps near their trees.
She nods, flashing you a respectful salute.
Listen here. Be screwing a place long enough, he starts to screw back.
Let's go mess with some trees, because I don't like being told what to do. Or my group doesn't. Not me necessarily. I mean, I don't either, but... Excuse me. Seraphim and the bear. I want you guys to take out the rock gas slinger. Alright, I need to hobble everything that I find. I believe that's a dexterity affliction. Greater Storm Blight, slow it down. Aloth. Let's flame strike both of these guys. Seraphim, can you hit him? I need to switch him back to his Volge for the next fight. Let's Dexterity Affliction, this Rock Gas Slinger as well. Addendum, the Last Sanctuary. Nope. There was addendum added, but I didn't see what it was. An addendum added. Alright. This is hobbled, right? That's a dexterity affliction. It looks like it. God, there's no way that it's gonna beat that double tap though, which is unfortunate. But I need to know what it has, and no one else is gonna use it, so. Boom, knock you over, sir. Dang, Aloth, you going to town. It's that fighter subclass that's making him go crazy. Or making him crit so much. It's got extra accuracy. You know what? Let's actually look at his accuracy. What is it? 89, which is rivaling mine. It's quite a bit lower, actually, but we get plus 20 accuracy from our modal with our arquebus. Let's check that now. We should have applied 2 or 5. We've applied 5 afflictions already. This fragment of soul vibrates with a sense of deep worry and hesitation. As you draw closer, it drifts towards you with a sense of blind urgency. Read the soul. You pant with exertion as you flee, clutching an ornate golden ring in both hands. The hip-deep water slows your frenzied escape, but you persist with some tattered memory of hope. A pained shriek rings out from the jungle. You turn back distracted and manage to run headlong into a towering form. The creature swivels her attention down at you. She plucks you up with a bony talon as she would a doll. Through the haze of disorientation, you make out her pitted face and milk-white eyes. Cackling, she snatches the golden ring and hangs it on the branch of a tall, gnarled tree. She tells you of the awful fate you'll suffer, feeding her grove, watering her children, but she makes it all sound like an honor. You wish you could believe her. The vision disperses in a cloud of pain and confusion. Swinging her lantern softly, Shoti lures the soul into its depth. Alright, so there's one of the people that got caught. I wonder if things would have gone differently if they hadn't taken the golden ring. I kind of doubt it, though. Alright, you go ahead and hobble this guy. Shit. Seraphim, get over here. And next time, damn it, remember to switch. Oh yeah, perfect shot. Shoti, I want you to do a perfect shot too of this. Alright, that's right, I can't spell shape that. Hobble the corrupted tiger, please. Nice. Hobble the cave grub. Hobble the tiger. I'm just gonna hobble everything as soon as it wears off. Heal yourself, Seraphim, please. Mind blades, please, Seraphim. Why does it enfeeble them? Is it supposed to enfeeble? No? So why does it? Maybe I have an on-hit effect or something. And how are you charmed? Wild Mind. I wonder if he has an effect that charms on hit. Kitchen stove wild shot. Nope. Pet party-wide effect? No. Chance for a random wild surge effect on a cipher spell cast. That's what it is. Most likely. Can't be certain though. Alright, we've got the Volge now, and we need to do shock damage with him. The Volge has a chance to do shock damage, I believe. We'll make our way outside, around the outside, and then move in. The inscription reads, "It is the charge of all living things to safeguard Audra. The gods will know us by our fealty to this covenant." Huana Mahe. I need a dare to get in the front here. Alright.
Trespasser. Vile death.
The rotted lady. A stench of rot hovers over the Menpigra. She points a crooked, wand-like finger at you and advances. Are you responsible for this blight?
We do not speak to the fertilizer.
She halts her step to regard you with an affronted snarl.
You are nothing but water to feed our young, soil to birth our seed.
She extends both her arms and shrieks a high-pitched call. Vines uncoil from the ground beneath your feet, intense with hungry anticipation. I didn't come here looking for a fight. What is this one? Nature godlike. I didn't come here looking for a fight.
So, you're more than just some fool brawler, like all the rest.
Pulling a ropey length of gore from between her long fingers, she lowers it into her gaping mouth and chews thoughtfully. That's kind of gross.
Then we will hearken to your chatter. For now.
She narrows her eyes and waits, swaying like a willow and rubbing her dry fingers together like kindling. Your lands are blighted and your mind as well. Is it possible to heal you?
You are blind to the harmony of our grove, Outlander. We are perfection. You are the only infestation here.
A black beetle crawls from her leering jaw and into the tangled mass of her hair. There is rot in your bones, lady, no matter how green or majestic you feel, or you forget yourself. There is a wrongness on this island, and it deserves to be set right. I think we'll do that one. It requires the higher skill check, diplomacy. She bares her teeth and takes a combative step closer. Her foot sinks into the mud, and she pries it up with a wet sucking sound. She blinks down at the rotted earth.
We look out on our garden and see green, bounty, life. The oldest cycle made healthy after the blight of Ukaizo's fall. Is this not so?
She squints, taking in her surroundings without knowing where to settle her gaze. Perhaps once, not any longer. Rational. She snarls, drawing her hand across her mouth and wiping a line of sap away.
This brackish water. I have rooted here for centuries, and I recognize nothing.
Her spindly arms fall to her side with a sound of splintering
The
wood.
grove does not die. No. It lives in death.
It can live again if I restore your Audra pillar.
You can do this.
She narrows her eyes and weighs the matter, nodding slowly to herself.
We feel a weight of souls about you, Watcher. If you can save the grove, then do it.
She points a bony finger to her tree and the Audra pillar nestled among its trunk. Alright. This corrupted tree bows crookedly under its own weight. Every limb drips with thick, putrid sap. Its vines have entangled the tip of an Audra pillar and seem to be infesting it with the same rot that permeates the surrounding jungle. Investigate the corruption closer. You shift aside leaves and vines, poking your fingers into an ooze-filled knothole. The sap running down the bark is both hot and uncommonly sticky. Down in its core, the tree is still green and alive. It won't be long before the whole organism becomes a ravening parasite, but it seems aware enough to slow that inevitable decline. Inspect the pillar of Audra. One of the options we don't meet the requirements for, so inspect the pillar of Audra. Its surface is pitted and slick with sap. Though the pillar still connects to the wheel, the tree has adapted to feed its roots by draining raw essence. Giving the tree enough essence to sustain itself would put an end to the parasitic connection. Consider an alternative. Inspect the pillar of Audra. Alright, feed the tree enough soul essence to heal itself. You reach out and touch the surface of the Audra, wiping away a line of sap. The ambient soul essence responds at once, bubbling up to the surface and feeding the roots of the tree in response to your will. But isn't it the Audra that's making it sick? You hear a sound like a rock splitting in half. Dark sap oozes from the cracks between the bark, sizzling when it touches the ground. A creaking of wood follows as vibrant color slowly eases up the roots of the healthy tree. Okay, so we healed it. The Menpigua turns to you and blinks with surprise, her vision sharper and more focused than before.
That thing I was, she is no more. But I carry enough of her to know the meaning of gratitude. Thank you.
She nods.
I collected a small hoard of trinkets from visitors. We have no need of these trophies.
She gestures to the hollow of her tree, squinting at the bark as she struggles to recognize her surroundings. What will you do now?
This grove rotted a blink of an eye ago, by Aora's reckoning. I will grow and replenish what we lost.
She sighs, surveying the jungle and taking in the enormity of her task.
Taming it will be a chore, but there is time.
She nods. Farewell.
More of my daughters may yet roam this jungle, with my poison coursing through their roots.
She looks out to the tree line with sorrow.
I cannot stop them from bringing you harm, and I will not punish you for bringing them rest.
Her sigh sends a rustle through the surrounding leaves. Okay, so we can still kill everyone here, thankfully, except for her. I wonder what she would have dropped. The inscription reads, Ngati gifted her chosen people with dominion over water. So this used to be Huana Island. Assassin minds. Excuse me. What is this? Narian's Ward. +1 enemies engaged, exceptional, and incoming weapon damage is reduced as health is lost. Max 15% damage reduction. That's pretty good. It's a medium shield though, unfortunately, so we lose accuracy. Alright, what's Father's Bastion? Applies minor health over time when the wielder falls near death, but it's not enough to save you from that near death, so. Father's Masterwork. 15% of incoming grazes converted to misses from weapons. 15% of incoming hits converted to grazes from weapons, and 15% of incoming crits converted to hits from weapons. Not bad. What is this? The Golden Outer Ring. The Golden Ring bears Huana runic engravings. The delicacy of the inscriptions and clean accuracy of the shapings are markers of a master craftsman. Grooves along the underside would suggest this piece connects to a larger mechanism. Okay, so there's still something here we need to do. There's a pigwa. Hobble her. Boom. Look at that gun. It just looks like a branch. It's funny. Got some pox cap. Let's unlock this. Oh, nice. Wooden spider figurine. It summons 2 desert spiders. We'll need to equip that on someone. I don't know how good they are in this game. What is this? A Rot Ward Amulet. 15% resistance to poison, disease, and decay attacks. So, worthless for us, in my opinion. Worthless for anybody. Who knows? Oh, an orphaned kitty cat. There might be a poison boss in the end game that will be useful for. I don't know. Little Babs. Alright. With Walilba, you receive a bonus to dexterity, and your party gains a bonus to deflection against enemy weapon attacks. What is this? Golden Inner Ring. Alright, so we've got both. Let's find out where they go then. Oh, it's right there. Good. So I can finish going around the outside and then explore the middle. Alright, Bear, come over here. And I will come over here and... No, I want you to attack that guy, whoever you are. Seraphim, get over here. Alright, hobble away. Shodi. Flame attack. Aloth. Paralyze attack. Seraphim, Mind Blades. What is that? A Pigra. A Pigra. Puigra. I don't actually know how to pronounce that at all. Alright, let's hobble her. No, I need you to arcane, or accurate wounding shot her. Damn! Oh no. Aloth's frost fireball went off the same time my shot did. I thought something exploded. Well, do it again, please. These guys are all easy, especially compared to what we have been fighting. Hobble it if you can. Preferably before it gets its damn insect plague off. There we go. It fell down. Alright, let's check out my gun again. How far along are we? 15, we are halfway there, and we just equipped it in this area too. The inscription reads, a harvest of Koiki blooms without toil, the fruit of the dead sustains the living. Let's check out this essence over here. Got some frog statues. This lingering soul drifts in a lazy, hypnotic fashion. It does not seem to know or care that its life has been extinguished. Read the soul. The golden wheel weighed as much as Aethys' thumb, but you weren't leaving without a souvenir, something to put a smile on Director Kestel's face. Then your boots crunched a soft femur in half, and you remembered, wasn't this island supposed to be abandoned? Maybe you didn't beat the Huana expedition in getting here. Suddenly the gold felt like dead weight. You rolled it into a cave for safekeeping. You didn't make it 10 paces toward the beach before something big, all crooked-limbed and fetid breath, plucked you off your feet. When she squeezed you like a dish rag over a patch of thirsty vines, you bled out so fast that you forgot to scream. Shodi thrusts out her lantern and the light inside flares as another soul is harvested. Good on you, Shodi. You're doing God's work. Or a God's work, at least. I mean, so am I, but... The inscription reads, though we leap between isles, home is beloved Ukaizo. Something bad happened on Ukaizo, I'm guessing.
That seems a little too nice for a place like this.
The soul flits about in hasty, panicked bursts. It eases closer to you with the anticipation. Read the soul. They laughed at your hours studying the runic scripts of the ancient Huana, but here you are poring over gold inscriptions while they scratch their heads. You promise yourself a good boast on the journey back to Nekataka. No one believes the Huana could have forged a device like the Golden Wheel, but you stay silent on the matter. The Nguithans built more for function than beauty, and this is art. Rotating the control disc and pressing panels had you so engrossed that you mistakenly entered the wrong combination. A slit opened in the disc, discharging a gas that brought you to your knees, coughing loud enough to summon a creature whose shape you could barely perceive through the haze of pain. Boasting would have to wait. Emitting a palpable feeling of relief, the essence drifts into Shoti's lantern. Alright, well, what is the correct inscription, or combination? This massive golden disc is covered with intricate engravings and inscriptions. You are able to pick out symbols representing plants, wildlife, and boats, but there's no discernible order or meaning to their configuration. Let's read this. Hold on just a second. You note that the vacant depression in the control panel matches the engraved rings you found in the ruins. Read the main inscription. To all wayward kin, far from family shores, let this chart point the way home, that your tribe may welcome you open-armed. Engravings remember what the dead forget. Take comfort in this sanctuary, read its teachings, and let knowledge guide the hand that turns the wheels. Alright, now... let's studying the engravings and look for a pattern, because we are amazing at mechanics. You can vaguely see how different points of the engraving seem to match up, forming a coherent shape in spite of being situated on opposing sides of the carving. A depression in the ring resembles a control panel, which could slide the golden wheels onto the control panel. The rings settle into place, fitting neatly around their central axis. The outer ring is inscribed with passages in the Huana runic language. You have lost an item? Yeah. The rings settle into place. Blah, blah, blah. 4 symbols decorate the inner wheel. They show pillars of luminous Adra, the native Koiki fruit, a depiction of the Huana water-shaping art, and a lovingly engraved island. Alright, those match the things that we read on the statues surrounding this place, but I don't know exactly which ones go first, so hopefully our thieving ability can do it for us. The way these inscriptions align suggests a relationship between the two. Something about the island catches your attention. The runes surrounding it are particularly elaborate, and every measurement uses it as a point of origin. It's Ukaizo. A set of dots on the inscribed panels of the outer ring suggests that it should be rotated in a sequence starting from 1 and ending in 4. Rotate the wheel into the first configuration. The Koiki fruit was the one on the bottom left. What was the one on the right? Screw it. Let's just go check real quick. Real quick, I say. Did we never loot these? Guess we didn't. And there is something we can discover here that I missed. Some kind of ring. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Ring of minor deflection. Screw that. That's nothing. Alright, the inscription reads, a harvest of Koiki blooms without soil. The fruit of the dead sustains the living. What does this one say? Oh, wait, where is it? Must be this one, the frog. The inscription reads, Ngati gifted her chosen people with the dominion over water. And what does this one say? Ngati gifted her people with the gift over water. It is the charge of all living things to safeguard the Adra. The gods will know us by our fealty of this covenant. Sounds like that one should be first. And Ngati lifted her chosen people. It's Koiki fruit. Though we leap between isles, home is beloved Okaizo. Really, they don't seem to go in any order, do they? Well, I guess let's just rotate the wheel to the first configuration. Let's go. The first inscription reads, oh, it's a hint right here. Though their roots grow from Rikuhu's lightless bowels, their yield is a welcome reprieve. That sounds like the Koiki fruit. The way the control panel sits atop the disc suggests that you could push this configuration down. Press down on the metalwork. The gold ring springs back up, ready to be spun again. Our covenant to safeguard those petrified limbs are the health and safety of the Deadfire. Something something Ngati. Water shaping or luminous Adra. Yeah. Luminous Adra, because it's their covenant to protect them, all living things. Ngati gifted her chosen people with dominion over her dark and turbulent kingdom, so the water shaping. And then our origin, our destination, our home. Wherever we go, she is the horizon. Ukaizo. The engravings intersect in a manner that forms the shape of the Deadfire. Manipulating the control... blah, 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 blah. The emerging image is not exactly a map, but an index of islands and coordinates organized in relation to each other. You recognize several of the sighted locations as containing nothing but open water. Charting a path by this obsolete system now would be impossible. The word Ukaizo stands out from the other named islands. You take a rubbing of the disc in its completed form. Judging by your surroundings, this coordinate system has gone untouched for millennia. Your findings may be of interest to someone. You take a rubbing of the disc in its completed form. Oh, well, there we go. The gold rings are resolutely locked in place. Leave the disc intact and step away. It's not really our place to destroy it. Crap. You know what? We probably need to talk to the lady again because we killed her kids for her. I wonder, can he jump over things? Haha, he can. That's helpful. The green lady regards you with a serene expression. Or no, I could have just walked over that. Well, let's try it this way. You can't walk up there. Can you jump up there? Nope. Whatever. Fine. Got some blood moss. We are ready to go onward. A navigator could find maybe Ukaizo from this map we just got, even though it's some of the islands are gone. I mean, I imagine some of them have to be there, right? Alright, let's get out of here. Wish we could talk to that Wahiki guy. Wahaki. So we could tell him that we cured the island. Alright. Sift through the wreckage. Imperial Longa. Nice. No, not nice because they always charge us. 23 rice wine, a pry bar, supplies gained, Royal Deadfire Company colors, medicine supplies. What happened? Sailing offers a welcome reprieve from Motare Kozi until the silhouette of an advancing ship grows clear on the horizon. The winds turn against you as the pursuer, a equipped Rawatine junk closes the distance handily. The flag of the Rawatine Deadfire Company waves proudly. A placard on the hull identifies it as the Benevolent Aegis. A loud percussion followed by the splash of water announces a cannonball fired across your bow. Stand down and prepare for inspection. A commanding voice bellows over the turbulent crashing of waves. All shout parley. Benevolent Aegis draws close enough for you to recognize the crew as hard and disciplined coastal Amua. One of them separates from the fold and plants his boot on the railing. The name is Pi, and I'll speak plainly. You wouldn't be leaving Motare or Kozi unless you found what we both want, the map. He rests his hand on the pommel of his sword. Slip the Huana chart in your boot. I found nothing, but feel free to search the penetrator. We leave no barrel unturned. We don't go home empty-handed. While Captain Pi bellows his orders, you hope that no one notices you hiding the chart. No one thinks to check you. The crew picks over every corner of the penetrator and drag their feet back to Pi. Nothing. You lampreys couldn't find your tails. Pi tears off one of his gloves and throws it to the deck. Captain, my apologies for the diversion. Have a pleasant voyage. He doffs his cap, the amity of his tone never quite arriving at his eyes. The ship sails away under a cloud of failure and misgivings. Alright, well, that was unnecessary. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for now, so please leave a like or comment below and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And thanks for stopping by.